Yeah. Hey, yo. Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we've got Quez Watkins front and center. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Eagles and the Giants. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to Robinson. He's got it. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now he takes off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
And that is incomplete.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Once again, it's Cook. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here.
He gets free. And he will go all the way. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Davis now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see the football for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, like these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he enters the final weekend on top of the league in rushing yards by a quarterback. He has been dynamic all season long. Second and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And that is incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Cook. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He's going to keep it himself. So after 1, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back James Cook making their way out. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. That is brought in inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 89 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll look to throw. Get this into the hands of Neighbors. Who's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's Jake Camarda now, and he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he will score. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. Second touchdown for him in the game, number 14 on the year. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles move out to to 3 advantage. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. They need 8 as they come up for third down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. On comes the punter now as he's on to punt for the Giants. This is taken at his own 30. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past. Set to go now on first and 10. Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he's into the end zone yet again. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Now, this looks like a design run. And he's going to have enough there for the 1st down. Take it up to the 43-yard line. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. To the air now on 1st and nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now a run with Charbonnet. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. He'll keep this one on the ground. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia. To throw is Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he's got another one. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Davis now to return it. And he'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. The Giants offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Keep going. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll look to pick up the pace. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A give to Charbonnet. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll try to run for it. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's going to air this one out. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame him.
And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. So, yet another celebration, and this one has a little bit of